regarding the dangers of lightning. A new administrator on the island of Bimini. And a community park officially commissioned.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Megan Shepard. Thank you so much for tuning in. Topping the news, frequent thunderstorms with dangerous lightning usually dominate the weather pattern during the summer months. The death of a man in New Providence yesterday has brought to light the dangers of lightning. The victim was reportedly preparing for a family function on a beach in the nation's capital when he was struck by lightning and died. Tonight, a local meteorologist is addressing the issue and appealing to the general public to heed the warnings. Sabrina Brown has the story.
When thunder roars, go indoors. When thunder roars, go indoors. Because what will happen, the lightning always occurs first. Whether you see it or not, the lightning occurs first.
Senior Met Officer Kirk James is warning members of the public to take the necessary precautions whenever there is a thunderstorm. This caution comes after a man was struck by lightning in New Providence and died on Wednesday. James says he's surprised but grateful that lightning strikes are so rare in the Bahamas, considering the country's proximity to Florida, which is considered the lightning capital of the United States.
Lightning kills an average of 30 people in the U.S. every year. Average of 30. The last 10 year statistics, as our deputy director would have said, senior deputy director would have said this morning on your radio station, that we don't have any statistics, but we have some U.S. statistics. The last 10 years, lightning deaths would have ranged between 16 and 40 each year from 2008 to 2018.
James is appealing to residents to pay close attention to the local weather reports, particularly during the summer months, as thunderstorms can form daily during this time of year.
Generally, it's formed from the intense heating of the ground, the water surfaces, and the clouds build and generally diffuse during the afternoon. So summertime afternoon thunderstorms very, very common, and so you want to be alert for that.
But there are measures you can take to safeguard yourself from being struck by lightning.
The greatest safety against lightning, indoors. Greatest safety. Indoors, away from windows. You want to be in an enclosed room, and like I say, away from windows. You don't want to be found outside in the water, in the pool or the sea, and you don't want to be found under trees, because the tall objects tend to attract lightning, Lightning attracted to tall objects.
Lightning is also attracted to metal and could have been the cause of a death in Florida on Wednesday.
Yesterday we had a fatality in New Providence. They also had one in Florida yesterday. 2 men were struck, one died. And he was just pulling in his weed whacker, just finished his outdoor work, and lightning probably hit the instrument itself, went to him and went around and just killed him.
While motor vehicles are considered a safe place to be when a lightning strikes, here's what you need to know.
You're in your vehicle, caught in your vehicle in lightning storm, sit in it, they say, with your hands in your lap. Not on the steering wheel, your hands in your lap, because what will happen, there's metal all around. The car is made of metal, but the tires diffuse it to ground. Now, if you get between there, the lightning strike and the ground, then you could be electrocuted. So you want to keep your hands in your lap, and that's why you have rubber surfaces, non-conductors of electricity in the vehicle.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
The warm summer months are a time when Bahamians take to the beach for relief from the heat. Tonight, Director of the Y says residents should always be vigilant when around the water, especially when children are involved. Kimberly Mullings has the story.
Happy summer. I know that there will be lots of Bahamians venturing out to the beaches, around the pools, and even to the canal side.
Executive Director of the YMCA in Freeport, Karen Pinder-Johnson, was pleased to offer some basic water safety tips for all.
We recommend that you swim in designated areas where there are lifeguards assigned. 2, make sure you have a buddy when you go swimming. It's important that you always have a buddy along with you when you're swimming. 3, drink as much fluids as you possibly can, because it's extremely hot. 4, make sure your kids learn to swim. You know, there's a lot of Bahamians who cannot swim, and then there's a lot of Bahamians who are ensuring that their children learn to swim.
She says swimming is a skill that all Bahamians should learn, and then offered additional advice to guardians.
It's important that the parents teach our kids to ask to go to the water, so they understand it's not an area that they just can run to. Also, parents, take up first aid, CPR. It's an essential tool. It can be used should there be a water emerge situation. And there are classes all around Grand Bahama.
Thunderstorm safety is also a major factor.
You know those haphazard storms that just pop up once in a while when we're around water? It's important that you get out of the pool area or out of the water, because water is a conductor for lightning. Lightning hides in the clouds. You wouldn't see it. You'll feel it though, because when you hear the thunder, the lightning has already struck.
Now, while all of these tips are important for folks to know, Pinda Johnson says the greatest water safety tip she can give is to remain vigilant and focused at all times, taking nothing for granted.
Because we're surrounded by water, I think we have a nonchalant attitude towards the water. But the water is no man's land, and if you don't learn the essential skills in dealing with the water, it can be a danger.
Kimberly Mullings, ZNS Network News.
The island of Bimini welcoming a new family island administrator. Tonight, she shares her plans for that northern island. The new family island administrator for Bimini and Cat Key, Cleola Pinder, says that she is looking forward to working along with the local government officials in that district. Although she has only been on the island for just a short time, she says her immediate plans revolve around the continued enhancement and beautification of Bimini.
We have a lot of conch shells, and so we need to find, I guess, a project where we can utilize the conch shells. I noticed that was something my husband and I noticed when we were driving when I first came. And so we could think of a project. I know they started some beautification in terms of the rails on some of the parks, which I think is excellent because, you know, you have a lot of kids, and, you know, it's only one street, and the kids are going back and forward, so it's good that that's the designated area that's secured. So I guess it'll be more beautification of the island, so that's probably one of the things that I definitely will focus on, and trying to utilize the many conch shells that we have there, so just using those resources.
A new administrator's complex has been under construction in Bimini for some time now. Pinder says while she's unsure of an expected completion date, she believes that the building can be used for multiple purposes.
I took a brief look at it today. It's a beautiful building, and it would really be nice. I'm sharing with my secretary that'd be an awesome shelter as well. It looks very strong and sturdy, and so I'm hoping that that should be completed soon, and we can probably relocate to the new premises. But that's something I'm looking into, so hopefully it'll be finished soon.
And when it comes to challenges thus far,
persons have been pointing out to me, and especially the taxi ferries that comes across, is the boats in the marina that's speeding, so there's a lot of wake. And so I guess I've already spoken to the chief constable on that, and so we're going to see if we can get some signs. Once the signs are erected, then we'll start finding persons, and hopefully that'll take care of that. So I actually have a meeting this evening with the consul, and so we'll see, you know, what else is there. But so far I haven't really noticed anything, because like I said, it's only my second day in the chair.
Pinder has also served on the islands of Andros and Long Island. In news from the crime beat, Grand Bahama Police arresting 5 persons in 3 separate incidents. In the first incident, a male and a female were arrested by officers of the Lucaya Division after they were found in possession of items that were stolen from a resort on Princess Isle. In the second incident, shortly after 12 noon, officers of the Drug Enforcement Unit arrested a man after he was found in possession of a quantity of marijuana and cocaine. Reports are that DEU officers, while on patrol, arrested the 20-year-old male of Tasman Close in the area of Hearn Lane after he was found in possession of 10 wraps of suspected marijuana and 27 Ziploc bags of suspected cocaine. In the third incident, shortly after 8 p.m. yesterday evening, officers of the Mobile Division went to a business establishment on Queens Highway, where they arrested 2 males, aged 63 and 51, for possession of stolen items from that business establishment. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Stay with us. There's more news right after this break.
Happy Independence, Bahamas. Hope we have another 145. Bahamas for